Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you for tuning in to another Morning Breakthrough with Coco, helping you undo so God can do. Let us be thankful for another day, not promised, but indeed graciously granted. So, for those of you who don't know, we are on day 7 of 31 ways to be accelerated into purpose for the month of December. And we shared last week from a spiritual perspective. And yesterday we kicked it off with personal acceleration. And yesterday talked about getting out of your way. A lot of times we are stuck because we hold ourselves up. And so this morning, my question to you is, are you teachable? Are you coachable? And are you adaptable? So, what does that mean? Are you teachable? How set in your ways are you? Because a lot of times we are allowed to be in rooms and given opportunities to learn, but because we have preconceived notions about somebody or about something, or we are set like, I don't want to change this. This is what I believe, and I'm not changing that. And so, are you teachable? Are you in a position where you want to learn more, but not only just learn more, taking information, but you're actually ready to take some action steps? Are you teachable in the sense that maybe some things that you've been taught or that you know and that you believe or that you stand on, maybe that you were taught from a young child or from other people that may not necessarily be true, or maybe there's more to it than what you knew. So, are you teachable in the sense that you are able to learn new things and apply new things? Are you open to learning new things? Or are you set in, this is what I know, this is what I taught, so this is where I'm going to stay? But guess what? Staying in that set of frame of mind, it limits you from accelerating forward. It limits what God can do with and through you. So, are you teachable? Second question, are you coachable? So, a lot of people don't really know what coaching is. So, as you know, I am a spiritual mindset coach. I'm also a writing coach. Coaching is not counseling and nor is it therapy. Coaching is a process of self discovery where we ask you different questions and pull to help you pull the answers that are already within you. So, when I ask, are you coachable? Are you willing to be true to yourself? Are you willing to take some action steps? Are you willing to accept, that there is more than one way to do something? Are you really at a point where you're willing to say, oh, yeah, I could do this differently. I could perceive this differently. Oh, this is another way that I could go about doing this. Are you coachable in the sense that you're ready to get from point A to point B? This is where you are, but this is where you see yourself. So how do you close the gap? Are you coachable in the sense that you will allow somebody to come in? Can you be transparent enough? Can you be humble enough? Can you allow yourself to be vulnerable enough to allow someone else to come in to ask you the hard questions that maybe you've asked yourself but not truthfully answered? So, are you coachable in the sense that are you ready to be held accountable? So, one of the things that I love about doing this morning show is because this is one of my accountability measures, to keep me on point, to keep me staying in my word so that I'm making sure, so that I'm sure to deliver the right things to you. It's making me it holds me accountable in the sense that I still got to learn information. I still got to do different things, but it also holds me accountable in to making sure that I'm not teaching something that I'm not doing myself. So are you teachable? Are you coachable? Now, last question: are you adaptable? I was actually reading. So I'm in leader school under Dr. Matthew Stevenson, and I'm catching up on some work. And the module that I was listening to last night talked about change. Are you adaptable? So we know that we are all going through a change right now with this whole pandemic stuff, and it is not something that we had any control over. Sometimes we have control over change, sometimes we do not. So in those situations, whenever change, and we know change is inevitable, are you adaptable to change? Or are you, again, set in your ways like, oh, I'm not listening to this, or I'm not listening to them, or I'm not doing that, or I don't have to do this? How adaptable are you? we have to remember, and here's something that struck me as I was reading, and something that has helped me to deal with change over the years. Um, how you act towards people is a sign of how you act towards God. So if you're not adaptable to the changes that happen in life, are you going to be adaptable to the assignments that God gives you? Because here's the thing, we know that when we say yes to his will and yes to his way, then we pretty much give him permission to send us where he wants us to go. And with that being said, it's like he may tell you to go here, and you may be there 5 years, and then all of a sudden he says, okay, now I want you to go here. Or as I've heard Pastor Mike Todd share, how they bought a vehicle and then he told them to give it to somebody else. So again, how adaptable are you? Because if you find that you are not adaptable to change, that is a reflection of how adaptable you are to God's instructions to you. In other words, he may tell you to do something one day and you may feel like, okay, this is where I'm supposed to be. But then either in that moment or some years from now, some months from now, some years from now, he may say, do this. Are you adaptable in a sense that you will say, yes, Lord, I will go? Or are you in that frame of mind? Do you have the frame of mind where you constantly ask, why? And I know sometimes we do ask why, but there's a certain tone to it. So again, are you teachable? Are you ready to learn? Are you open to new information? Are you coachable? Are you ready to take action to get from point A to point B? And are you adaptable? Are you willing to make the changes that is required for you to get from point A to point B? Are you willing to make the changes that are necessary for you to accelerate in your purpose? And are you open to change, period? So that is all that I have for you this morning. Are you teachable? Are you coachable? Are you adaptable? Those are 3 questions that you can ask yourself. Where are you? Feel free to connect with me. Feel free to comment for those who catch the replay, or maybe you catch this on YouTube. So that is what I have for you this morning. Thank you for tuning in to another Morning Breakthrough with Coco, helping you undo so God can do. I am the Purpose Accelerator, here to push, provoke, and catapult you into your next level of divine greatness. Have an awesome Monday. Be safe and remember to be a blessing to someone else. Love y'all. Thanks.